This is verse 40 of the 12th chapter of the Gospel of John. John is extending his discussion about the fact that people who have seen the acts of Jesus, the miraculous displays of power, nevertheless did not believe. And he's noted that they did not believe because they could not believe. And in that connection now he quotes from the well-known text from Isaiah, in which Isaiah essentially is saying the same thing. So we have here tetuflokin. This is from tufloo. You may know the word tuflos, which is the Greek word for blind man. This is the verb form of that. Tufloo means to make blind, literally, I make blind. In this case, this is the third person singular perfect active indicative, so it's referring to God. God has made blind. God has blinded. We would say it's the perfect, which would suggest it's something God has done and it remains in effect. The possessive pronoun here, masculine, genitive, plural, of them, tous ophthalmos, the eyes. The fact that auton is up front gives it a little bit of additional emphasis, so God has of them blinded the of them eyes, or their eyes, emphasis on it's their eyes he's blinded. And then kai, the connective, eporosen. This is from poroo, which means to make hard, and so it's literally the idea he has hardened their hearts. Auton again up front, tain cardion, harden the of them heart. Heart is singular, auton is plural, so he's hardened the of them heart, so he's blinded the eyes, hardened the heart. And then we have hina, which is used with the subjunctive and has to do with purpose. So in order, may, the negation used in non-indicative moods, idusin, in order that they may not see, from edo, I see. This is the third person plural, aorist active subjunctive, going along with hina, sort of that they may not see. Tois, ophthalmois, using the dative of means here, or the instrumental case, as it's sometimes called, that they might not see with the eyes. Kai, and then noesosen. This is from noeo. This is based on the, or related to the word for mind, which is nous. So to understand or to have a mental grasp of something. And again, the dative of means, or the instrumental, te cardia, in order to understand with the heart. So in order that, he's blinded their eyes, in other words, and hardened their heart, in order that they will not see with their eyes and understand with their heart. Kai, and then strophosin. This is from strepho. Strepho simply means to turn. It doesn't necessarily have the idea of repentance, although it can be used in that sense, and that's what we have here. And so this is once again the subjunctive, so it's the third person plural, aorist passive subjunctive, and be turned is the idea. Kai, and then the simple future tense here, imaomai, deponent verb, means to heal, so that I should in the future. This is iosomai, in order that I should heal them. So it's a very strong statement, of course, from Isaiah. It argues rather vigorously in favor of God's sovereignty in matters of salvation, and really there's not many ways around the force of what Isaiah says here. It's quoted multiple times in the New Testament, various forms of it, from either the Hebrew or the Septuagint version. But the idea is that God takes full credit for giving mercy to some, as he says in Romans 9, and hardening others. And obviously that's pretty much the idea of what's being stated here. And that's the reason John ascribes for explaining why people who saw what was evidently miraculous displays by Jesus nevertheless did not believe. It's because it wasn't given them to believe. It was not given them by God the grace to open their eyes, open their hearts, and to recognize the good things that God was doing through Christ.